AfD MPs are visiting Moscow-occupied eastern Ukraine next week in support of the war of extermination. This is a criminal offense.
The amateur lawyer, Bandera fan and ex-ambassador Melnik spreads fake news. In view of the distorted and partisan reporting on the Ukraine conflict, we want to get our own picture of the situation and assess the humanitarian situation.
The Germans have doubled down, asking what's criminal about searching for facts. They say the first casualty of war is the truth. So what is it so criminal about trying to verify, to ask questions? But Ukraine doesn't seem all that in favor. And not for the first time. Back in April, when the news started coming out of alleged Russian crimes in Bucha, President Zelensky gave an interview to Germany's Bild and expressed his anger that someone within the EU had dared to ask for evidence.
It wasn't Scholz, but it was the nastiest request. One of the EU politicians asked to show some evidence that it was true, not a setup. He asked to show the evidence. I can't say exactly who.
Was it the chief of some European government?
Yes, but not Scholz.
Those who have dared in the past to draw attention to the aspects that Kiev do not like are smeared. Case in point, world-renowned and respected Amnesty International, which published a report on what their own on-the-ground research had revealed, all but confirming Kiev had committed war crimes.
Ukrainian forces have put civilians in harm's way by establishing bases and operating weapons systems in populated residential areas, including in schools and hospitals.
What followed next? Did anyone respect Amnesty's long history of good work? No. Amnesty was targeted. Donations dropped. Employees quit. The NGO had to come out and apologize for the discomfort their report caused, stressing, though, that its conclusion remained the same. Overnight, Amnesty became a pariah, a Russian propaganda tool.
This organization as it now stands has to cease to exist because it causes an incredible damage to the concepts of human rights and freedom. This organization is protecting authoritarian and totalitarian regimes.
Just like you, I'm outraged by Amnesty International. I think it is unfair.
We saw today a completely different report from Amnesty International, which unfortunately tries to amnesty the terrorist state and shift the responsibility from the aggressor to the victim.
Cancelled and discredited for committing the ultimate sin of challenging the prevailing narrative. Like the EU official regarding Bucha, Amnesty International on Ukrainian armed forces and possibly the German MPs now in Donbass. It seems that there is just one working formula for Kiev and its allies. Just trust us, or you are the enemy.